So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Well, chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Marino. Pinches it off him. Vardiol. Not the most accurate pass. Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gabriel. He's through, now is he in? He's having a shot! And he hits the net! Two, and we've barely begun here. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 41.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Brilliantly cut out. Two down already, a nightmare start. And it's been played through. Zubimendi gets over and intercepts. Saka. Timber. Eze gets into some space. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's going to go a long way.
Nepal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely. Saka! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Out to the right. Saka has it in a wide position. Saka! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible smell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Akanji. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Nicely shaped ball. Zubimendi. Eze. Now Trossard. And that's a good... And Messi! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. Vardiol has a shot! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Nepal are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure and something more constructive.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Eze receives it in a good position here. Trossard, oh, super ball! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the through ball. Now that's well seen too. Rice. And it's Son Heung-min. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Kamavinga. He's gone for goal! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's had a hit. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Calafiori just eases him off the ball. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Valverde. Defending of the desperate variety. Saka. Now it's Marino. Looking to play him in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Saka. He's found a way through. Now it's Eze. He's shifting through the gears here. And there's the end of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
That gets things going for the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now it's Trossard. He's picked his way through. Oh, really good feet. Spread it left. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Gabriel. Rice. Eze. And he's lost his man here. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Son Heung-min. Rice, given the lift of his goal.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's Messi. Looking for the run. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They're back within reach! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Number 21.
So is this the start of a comeback? Eze?
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. Big chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
He could be in here, and the shot! It's in! And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Saka! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Fagioli. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get onto this? Camavinga. Guardiola. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Camavinga. Eze could move up a gear here. Now, can they get him away? Saliba. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Eze receives it in a wide position. Eze proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Guardiola. Son Heung-min. Zubimendi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Messi. Gabriel, Saka chasing after it. Rice.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Looking for options for movement. Havertz unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's a sharp little ball here. Saliba. Rice. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! He's scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo
There's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Number 49, Lewis Skelly.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Eze. Now it's Saka. He is through here. Decent chance! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Camavinga. Valverde. 5 minutes left on the clock. Son Heung-min. Guardiol. For Messi. Showing good feet. Oh, that's a fine interception. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Lewis Skelly. Eze. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Messi. Timber. That's Eze. Knocks it into space. He's in plenty of space here. So that's it. It is all over. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game... And there's the shot! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Shoots! Oh, he has leathered that.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
And it's Sané. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. Sané has it in a wide position. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Goes for a shot! Goal! Galatasaray! A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Galatasaray, after 7 minutes, is number 45.
So, a breakthrough already. He's away! Osimhen! It's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
The goal scorer for Galatasaray.
And yes, it's him again.
Number 45, Osimhen.
Galatasaray are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. He's picked his way through. Sané! Valverde gets it clear. Threads one in. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Osimhen. Mauro Icardi. And this is Sané. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's their second corner of the game. Valverde. Oh, good spread. Applies the finish! No, he's missed it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Lamina.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Jimenez. Torreira plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Sané! Now, how often do you see that?
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Bardazzi and Torreira. Jacobs. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. In for the pieces! And it's there! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Galatasaray are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Yilmaz. Oh, that's delightful. Jimenez.
Galatasaray have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Icardi. Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Mauro Icardi. Not the most accurate pass. Fagioli. Single. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Fagioli. That's an imaginative pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. It's Camavinga. Goes for the shot! And that is faded wide.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Jacobs. Yilmaz, given the lift of his goal.
There will be 3 minutes
And it's Messi.
time.
No way through there. Torreira. That has not gone well. Looking to play him in. Jacobs. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
And now, to all members of the crowd, I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
So off we go once more. So 45 minutes to turn it round. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's played. He gets big. No, that's just wide. Fagioli. Valverde. And Guardiol. Messi. And it's Fagioli. Single. And Sané. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Sané. And it's Messi. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
Natal have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
Just eases him off the ball. Jacobs is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Vardiol. Son Heung-min. And it's Fascioli. Jimenez. He's found a way through. Over to the left. He's in space and looking for options. Sané. And that was very necessary. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Son Heung-min. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he's managed to get free. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substitution.
Galatasaray choosing to make the first change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Camavinga. Sara. Akun. Now Singo. Sanchez. Now Singo. Akun. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he get it through? Akun. And it's Jacobs. And Bardakcha. Torreira. Lemina. Now it's Shalai. And it's Messi. Son Heung-min. Camavinga. And it's Fascioli. He's having a go! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Jacobs. Shalai. Valverde gets a foot in here. Now it's Osimhen. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Vardiol, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Messi. And he was alert to it. And he's managed to get rid. They've got to be quick to recover this. That pass isn't the best.
Has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Single. Now Akgun. And here's Messi. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas
Thanks to
shown
Jim.
on this map.
We both
Thank
wish
very
you a
much for
very
your
good evening.
cooperation.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the Spanish really have been churning out some genuine quality at left-back, and this guy, Alex Grimaldo, is another one of them. I think the modern game has allowed him to do what fullbacks are doing generally. They're thriving in terms of getting forward, getting into deep opposition space, and he's one that can't resist any opportunity to make those penetrating runs.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Schick. Messi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
This looks promising. Gets a good foot in there. And it's Messi. Here's a shot! Off the post! Goes for the shot! Well, he has produced there the crispest of hits. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Foot in. That's a throw. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fagioli, looking for options for movement. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And here's Messi. He's had a shot! He's scored! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Is number 11, Lionel Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Bayer Leverkusen were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Jimenez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. He's having a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Hoffman. And here's the chance to counter. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
The goal scorer.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net.
10.
That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Just eases him off the ball. Jimenez with a definite foul there. Andre. Referee has just said play on. He's found a way through. It's a searching pass. That has been knocked clear. Garcia. Now it's Hoffman. Now it's Schick.
Such good technique.
And it's Artur. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played in. Jimenez with the clearance. And the counter is on. Bade. Hoffman tries to pass it through. Artur. He's got away.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Garcia. Now it's Schick. Akanji. Oh, given away. Now it's Schick. Oh, he's bustling through here. And we've reached half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So off we go once more. Stood up well to him there. And back to the goalkeeper. Andrik. Artur. Oh, easy pickings there. Schick pinches it off him. Good ball, good take. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Valverde. That's a sharp pass. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Hoffman. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
He's shifting through the gears here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Jimenez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. There is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's trying the shot. They've got to be quick to recover this. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Grimaldo. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And the shot!
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 7.
So their fourth corner of the game.
Coming on the field is number 17.
Messi with the short one. It's gone for a throw-in. Camavinga. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to play it through. Vardiol. Grimaldo. And it's Grimaldo. And Garcia. Now it's Ben Seguir. In with the challenge. Camavinga. Can he spark a counter here? Aimed beyond the defence. Ball comes in.
Well, that has caused disappointment.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 14.
The changes then in quick succession.
Number 19. Coming on the field. Number
Bade.
18. Number 10.
Garcia. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's being shifted off it. Camavinga. Camavinga tries making a foray down the right. And that has left him in a heap. And that is as far as they're going to go. Chance for a shot! It's in! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Akanji gets a foot in here. Oh, that's fabulous. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Valverde. He is through here. Flings in across.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good take and a chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Very much into the last knockings. It's a promising position.
3 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. Vardiol receives it in a... Shapes to shoot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Garcia. Deep into stoppage time. Always onto this. Face to face with the... And the shot! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that is as far as it goes. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Nepal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
For our charity fund, Chance in Football.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
Hello,
promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
the-
get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a
Everyone,
privilege
please
for me to
welcome
be
the
here.
two sides.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. And he's chosen to go back. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. He's a sharp little ball here. Now that's well seen too. Pressing high and with purpose. Barrenechea. Dahl. And it's Dahl. He's found a way through. Quick look, then plays it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's an imaginative pass. Dink through. And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. This looks promising. There's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Barrenechea. Oh, easy pickings there. And the pass is intercepted. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And here's Messi. And he's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Vardiol. And now they can spring out of defence. Antonio Silva clears. Pinches it off him. He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass. That'll be a throw. Now it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that was vital. Luca Bacchio. pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
There they go, hunting again.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's put paid to a promising move. Fagioli. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Dahl. Oh, that's well spotted. That is ended up in no man's land. Luca Bacchio. And Barrenechea.
Nepal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Drilled in low. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jimenez with the slide tackle there. And this is Messi. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And an exciting one too. We're
Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Please watch
I wouldn't
the
say it
screen
was
if
the
you have a
most
ticket.
potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Plays it through. Can he latch on to this? He's had a shot! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. The second half off to a spectacular start.
The goal scorer for Benfica.
You run short of superlatives. That was extra special.
The execution here was absolutely awesome. They should be erecting a statue in his honour for that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Foot in. Great defending, strong and determined. And Messi! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The goal scorer after 54 minutes is...
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Luca Bacchio. Oh, it's come loose. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Luca Bacchio. Looking for options for movement. And the ball is out of play. And he's got the beating of his man. Chance for a shot! Goal! Benfica! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 61 minutes is number 5.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Messi powering forward here.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Jimenez. Valverde. Messi. He's gone for goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And it's Fascioli. And he's taking no chances there. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's making progress on the ball.
Oh, really well played.
Can he get onto this? Gets into some space. And it's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Substitutions taking place.
Benfica making another change here. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass.
Nepal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And here's Messi. Fagioli. And a shot! And he hits the net! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
After 82 minutes.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Benfica making consecutive changes here.
Substitution.
So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. He's come in hard. And now they can spring out of defence. Can he spark a counter here? That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Looking for a runner. Antonio Silva gets it away.
Six
Well,
added
that
minutes
might
has
be
been
that,
indicated.
Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Messi. That's good running with the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Great ball, and it's shot a goal! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Heading backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
That's the end. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Nepal just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening
Hello,
to you.
attendees. This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
the
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's lineup.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
How can you overlook a player who has a name like this guy, Xavi Simons? He plays on either wing or as a false nine. He's quick, he's versatile, he's hard-working, he's coachable. They all say he has a great footballing IQ. And he's one of those catch-me-if-you-can types.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And as you can see, we've already started here. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. João Palhinha. Now Simons. Now it's Kolomuani. Akanji. Camavinga. Richarlison. Xavi Simons. And it's Messi. Messi looking to penetrate opposition. Messi! It's a loose ball.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Richarlison. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Camavinga. Great vision. Might be danger. He's having a shot! Goal!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
The goal scorer after 15 minutes is
Tottenham have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Kolomuani. Gets a good foot in there.
Nepal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Simons, terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Now it's Simons, out to the right. Johnson unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And Messi! Not the best of contact, given it wasn't the easiest of chances.
Some really sharp play there, Peter, both the ball and the way he met it.
Sarr. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Simons. That's Johnson. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Johnson demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Tottenham are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Messi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Brilliantly cut out.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And it's Simons. Romero. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Just eases him off the ball. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Akanji can get it clear. João Palhinha. Son Heung-min. Richarlison.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Spence could try cutting inside here. Oh, what a ball! Shapes to shoot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A case now of complete control.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Lovely. Messi! That is decidedly lacking.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
And a quick reminder today to please take all litter to bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. And please welcome our lads to the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Kolomouani. Can he get it through?
Kolomouani really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
João Palhinha. Now it's Johnson. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Fagioli powering forward here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Spence.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Now it's Simons. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Richarlison. Richarlison was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Shoots! In for the pieces! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Johnson!
Tottenham are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Tries to play it through. Spread neatly. It'll be a throw-in. And here's Fascioli. Richarlison. And it's Sarr. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tottenham have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Pedro Porro with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Opts for safety. Fascioli. For Valverde. Fascioli. And it's Camavinga. Crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Son Heung-min takes control of it and he's on the move. And this is Messi. There's the shot! And that has flown over.
Natal certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Van de Ven. Now Romero. Pedro Porro. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi receives it in a wide position. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Now it's Messi. Xavi Simons. 75 minutes played. Pedro Porro. Now it's Kolo Muani. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Jimenez. And it's Fascioli. And Akanji. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And he's managed to get free. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Messi. Son Heung-min picks it up out wide. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Plays it through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Valverde. It's a good run down the right. He's on it. Can he get away? Messi. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Richarlison. Tottenham clearly now in lead preservation mode. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And the volley. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And the shot! And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Vlahovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Conceição. Guardiola takes control of it and he's on the move. He's shifting through the gears here. That has ended up in no man's land. McKennie, passing is crisp and sharp. That is good strength. Now it's Messi, looking for the run. Kalulu. Cambiasso. Now it's Yildiz. Threads one in, pass somewhat off target. Cambiasso. And it's Son Heung-min. And this is Messi. And that's gone loose.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Kalulu can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, Red, nice interception. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Over to the left. Fagioli. McKennie concedes a free kick for that. Fagioli. Fagioli! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Fagioli certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. McKennie defending his... has a shot! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Kalulu. Di Gregorio with the clearance. Showing great feet there. Tries to pass it through. Tries a shot! He scored! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for... And Messi! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.